Arch's detriment, he did take a little too long with some reads. He was late on throws. He missed some open targets. There is nobody on this tech.
But I've said this for a long time. The hype on Arch Manning was fucking insane. He is, and I know what you're doing. Like, you're in the business. I always hate the word, like, it's for clicks. Well, yeah, that's the business they're in. Like, the business Ryan Day's in is to win games. If you do something for the internet in terms of writing, your job is to get people to click on it and look. Right? It's why Bronny James a couple years ago was mocked as a top 10 pick. It's why Arch Manning this year is being, most people are talking about it. It's not just one person, it's universal.
Arch Manning, the name everybody's been buzzing about in college football, is now stealing headlines in Cleveland. With GM Andrew Berry and owner Jimmy Haslam showing up at his game, the spotlight is fully on him. But things went sideways when Manning didn't just fumble once, he completely choked in embarrassing fashion. Now the debate is exploding. Some fans rush to defend him, blaming it on one bad night, while others are questioning if the hype has been nothing but media-made smoke. And with Cleveland's interest looking stronger than ever, rumors are flying that the Browns could be plotting to stash Shedeur Sanders for this season, only to dump him and crown Manning as the future. But is that really the plan, or just another Cleveland mess waiting to happen? Let's dig into it.
And I don't think he's coming out after 1 year.
I don't either.
I don't.
No.
But I think there will be a conversation about it given who holds the first pick.
Arch Manning is only 1 year into his college football career, playing his very first season, yet talk has already started about him making a jump to the NFL next year. What's shocking is that the Cleveland Browns are said to be seriously interested in him. The hype around Manning is massive, even though his college resume is still pretty thin. The Browns' obsession feels questionable, especially when Shedeur Sanders is still right there, putting up elite numbers and proving himself every week. Shedeur has shown polished skills and carried Colorado with insane stats. Yet somehow, Manning is still being pushed as Cleveland's QB savior. The real question is why the Browns seem so locked on Manning when Shedeur's track record is far more complete. Let's break down the numbers side by side and see how they really measure up. Looking at Arch Manning and Shedeur Sanders, both bring unique skill sets and come from football royalty, but their college careers couldn't look more different. That's what makes all this hype about Manning's possible NFL leap so controversial, especially with Shedeur's far more productive and polished resume. In 2024, Manning, still a redshirt freshman at Texas, played in limited action. He only had 2 starts, most of his time coming as relief for starter Quinn Ewers. Manning showed flashes, like his 223-yard 5-touchdown game against UTSA. His season stats: 63 completions on 95 attempts for 969 yards, 9 touchdowns, and just 2 picks. Strong numbers, sure, but on a small sample. He added some mobility too, with 115 rushing yards and 4 rushing touchdowns. But in a full start against ULM, he flopped, throwing for 258 yards with 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, an uneven showing. Meanwhile, Shedeur Sanders ran the show as Colorado's full-time starter in 2024, and his production dwarfed Manning's. Sanders completed 353 of 477 passes for 4,134 yards, 37 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions, dragging Colorado to a 9-4 record and an Alamo Bowl appearance. His accuracy was ridiculous, hitting 74% of his passes. And that's despite Colorado's weak offensive line, which got him sacked a brutal 42 times. Under constant pressure, Shedeur still delivered one of the most efficient seasons in college football. Yet despite all that, the spotlight keeps circling back to Manning, raising the big controversial question: is this about talent, or just the Manning nom? The lowest off-target rates in the nation, demonstrating elite accuracy and decision-making. His poise and consistency as a full-time starter make his numbers all the more impressive, especially when compared to Manning's much smaller sample size. Looking at their rushing stats, Manning clearly had more mobility with 115 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns, including a 67 yards touchdown run that showcased his athleticism. Sanders, on the other hand, isn't known for his mobility, and his rushing stats were hindered by the number of sacks he endured. Still, he added 4 rushing touchdowns, proving he could contribute in that area when needed. While both quarterbacks have undeniable talent, the comparison between Manning and Sanders shows a clear contrast in experience and consistency. Sanders, after multiple years as a starting quarterback, demonstrated leadership, overcoming adversity with a porous offensive line while leading Colorado to one of its best seasons in recent memory. Manning, on the other hand, has yet to play a full season and remains in the early stages of his development, with his debut game in 2025 against Ohio State highlighting some of the struggles he faces, such as accuracy issues and poor decision-making under pressure. Despite Sanders' proven track record, the hype surrounding Manning is undeniable. His last name alone carries immense weight, being the nephew of NFL legends Peyton and Eli Manning. This pedigree has generated astronomical expectations for the young quarterback, making it easier for many to overlook his shortcomings and focus on his potential. Meanwhile, Sanders, despite having arguably a better college career, faced more scrutiny, especially regarding his decision-making under pressure and the high number of sacks he took. In terms of their future, Manning's 2025 season is crucial. If he can prove himself in the tough SEC, where Texas faces schools like Florida, Oklahoma, and Georgia, he could solidify his position as one of the top prospects for the 2026 NFL Draft. On the other hand, Sanders, now with the Cleveland Browns, will likely be a backup in his rookie year, but his college performance has set the stage for a potential day one start down the road. With Sanders' polished playmaking ability and Manning's raw potential, the conversation around who the Browns should bet on for the future is one that will continue to evolve as their careers.
I've said this for a long time. The hype on Arch Manning was fucking insane. He is, and I know what you're doing. Like, you're in the business. I always hate the word, like, it's for clicks. Well, yeah, that's the business they're in. Like, the business Ryan Day's in is to win games. If you do something for the internet in terms of writing, your job is to get people to click on it and look. Right? It's why Bronny James a couple years ago was mocked as a top 10 pick. It's why Arch Manning this year is being, most people are talking about it. And it's not just one person, it's universal.
It's undeniable. In contrast, Shedeur Sanders' college career has been a story of hard work, toughness, and pure skill. His steady performance in a tough environment, taking a struggling Colorado program to a 9-4 season, proves he can handle pressure and deliver when the spotlight is on him. The debate will rage on, but the Browns have a huge decision to make about their next quarterback. Do they trust Sanders, a proven star, or risk it all on the potential of Arch Manning? One thing's for sure, the hype around Manning has to be checked against reality if he's ever going to live up to the monster expectations around his end. So what do you think? Is the obsession with Arch Manning really deserved, or is it just Manning instead of giving Shedeur Sanders the respect he's earned with his insane college numbers? Are we crushing a young kid with too much pressure too soon? Or is Arch Manning truly the NFL's next superstar? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This debate is getting real, and your voice matters in the conversation. Interview. And that's the full story. Police Scarlight, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and make sure to subscribe with the bell icon so you never miss the latest updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.